Welcome to the Journey with Nicole YouTube channel. I am very grateful you are here. Thank you. Today we have a mini 3-card reading, 3-card, 3-pile reading. We'll start with number 1, which is the Moonstone, pile number 2, which is the Amber, pile number 3, which is the Rose Quartz. You can pick your crystal or pick your pile. 1 Moonstone, 2 Amber, 3 Rose Quartz. This is a 3-card, 3-pile mini reading, so it will go very fast. I'm going to go ahead and get going on pile number 1. Pile number 1, we have Moonstone, and let's see what we have. Okay, have the visualization, make a decision, and Yamanja, which is golden opportunity. Okay. Well, you have a couple of opportunities that are going to be presented to you. You have an idea of what they are going to be. However, there's many options. So the first thing you're being asked to do is to do some meditation and visualization to get very clear about what it is that you want, because there are going to be a couple different opportunities, and maybe you didn't know that until now, but regardless, they're going to be presented to you and you need to be ready for those moments. So, because the next card is make a decision. So first of all, I'm going to show you the visualization. We have a lot of water energy here, so it's possible that we're dealing with a water sign as well if someone else is involved in this reading. That we have the make a decision here, and you can see how like very different choices those are. Can you see how, you know, one side of her body is one way and the other side, and they're completely different worlds. So you're going to have those options, and the options aren't going to be there like for a long period of time. And so especially with this card showing here, it means that you need to be ready to make those choices. So strong meditation and visualization is actually key here. You know what the things are that you're going to be presented with. So you need to hone in on exactly what it is that you want to do. With Yamanja, she's considered the goddess of the sea, according to she was credited as goddess of the sea by Africa and Brazil. And on December 31st every year, on New Year's Eve, there's actually a big ceremony in her honor because they believe she created the sea. Now, if you can see the kind of the magicness of this reading, it's basically you can create whatever you want. There's a couple different very beautiful worlds and opportunities that are going to be presented to you. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this is very clear. What is even more so clear is that you need to get clear on what one it is, because with this card, the opportunities don't stay a long time. You have to be ready for them. They're not just magical type of happenstance, that another one will come along, another opportunity, but these seem to be so big. I mean, for her to show up, which she's the creator of the sea, so these aren't just like little tiny options. We have like a completely different magical world here in this card. These cards are so beautiful. But it's very clear that you need to get very clear about a decision you're going to be presented very quickly. It's going to happen very fast, and that energy is what is going to be required. And I forgot to light some Palo Santo. Oh well. So I'm very confident that you're going to be able to come to that clear decision before these opportunities present themselves. So good luck with that. And the fact that the moonstone's there, this was just charged with the full moon, Aries full moon energy. So you've got lots of clarity and clarification coming your way. So this is very cool, very cool. I wish you well. Thank you so much, pile number 1 with the moonstone. We're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 2. And that's the amber, which is about amber's protection. This is what I use amber for, protection. It's also about clarity. Vulnerability. Letting go. And Coventina. Okay, well, you are in a very vulnerable and somewhat toxic situation right now. And it seems that and it's interesting that you have the amber, because with this card, I feel like you're very protected in that sense. There's a lot of protection here, like even though you're so vulnerable and you're completely exposed and everything out in nature like this is beautiful. Some toxic energy that needs to be released and need to let go of. I don't know if this is a person or an environment or a situation, but regardless, you are definitely being called to let that go in a very strong, energetic manner. Coventina is about cleansing the whole chakra system and the aura, and I see a lot of the chakra colors in these cards, so I feel like it might need some chakra healing. So I actually have my chakra wand right here, so I'm just going to put it over here just in case it might have to do with your chakras, because usually this much chakra color doesn't come up like this in readings, so it might possibly be the situation. So with Coventina, it's about finding that balance, because something is so toxic that the other things aren't going to be able to appear. This is very clear and concise. It's not a long reading. This is very, very detailed and specific, that you're in a vulnerable situation right now. You have a lot of toxic energy around you, and there really isn't going to be much clarity until you're able to let that go. Now, I want you to notice this is all nighttime energy. We have water in all 3, so it's possible we're dealing with a water sign, and then 2 of them have the moon. So, and if you'll notice, she's like in the fetal position here, which is in her vulnerable state. She's going to let go, so she's releasing her arms, and if you can see the body language, she's spreading it out a little bit, right? And then once the purification starts, you can see, look at the body posture now. So this is the evolutionary timeline for you to get rid of this toxic environment, so you can move forward. You're not going to be able to stay safe in this position for very long. You are going to need to come out and let it go and expose it. This isn't going to be this isn't a solution right here. It's just letting you know what exactly is transpiring. And you need to know that too. And you have these wings, you have wings to set you free with that. And then your cup's going to overflow and you have all this freedom. There's all this freedom here. So I think it's really cool. It's just a little bit intense. So just make sure that you take care of that situation and let that go so you can keep moving forward in life, because really it's very beautiful, and it's beautiful chakra energy as well. It just needs some kind of healing. Some kind of healing there, and letting go of this toxic, whatever this is, a person or environment or situation, relationship. I wish you well, number 2, and if you have some amber, this would be a good stone to keep with you, or, you know, it's not a stone, but keep this with you for protection, because there is some strong energy here that is giving you, putting you in a very vulnerable situation. So thank you so much, pile number 2, amber. We're going to get going with pile number 3, rose quartz. Rose quartz, Isis. Okay. Well, so Isis is it. Let's start with her. For those of you that don't know, she's an Egyptian goddess that is brought her husband back to life so they could conceive a child. She's the mother of Horus, the falcon-headed being, and so she brought him back to life so she could conceive Horus, and then he passed after that. So this is somewhat this is kind of this is very obvious. This is crazy. This is just, I tell you, tarot, there's just something about tarot and oracle that, so I'm just going to hold these 3 up so you can see them for a minute. So we have past life, romantic partner, and show your support, right? And so we obviously have a long time situation that we've had for a long time with a romantic partner of ours. Obviously, we're dealing with twin flame energy here. With this card, the show the support, it makes me feel that because you understand that this is a past life relationship, and the romantic partner, it's possible, doesn't recognize that or realize that yet. So this card is asking just a little bit of softness in that way, and being as supportive as possible to be there for them, and knowing that they might not know as much as you yet, and that just to give just a little bit of grace. This card also represents just being a very supportive, loving person to anybody, not just a romantic partner, but in a family situation, and just having that that strength within to be a shoulder for somebody. But this is very specific here, that this is for a lover, and this lover is not just your ordinary lover. This lover is definitely your twin flame. There's no doubt about that. So regardless if you're in the relationship or not in the relationship, that part really is irrelevant with this reading. What it is if you're still communicating, that it's important that you take the high road and have the support backing for your twin flame. And there might be other things that you need to show your support on, but there's no question here. A lot of times our readings, especially when it's involving twin flames, are what they need to do and what they need to work on, and we'll just have to wait it out and blah blah blah. That's definitely not what this reading is. This reading is, it doesn't really matter what's going on. It really doesn't. It's, you are being called to show your support in whatever way that is. I'm sure your romantic partner will thank you for it in many lives to come ahead, to know that you took this time to show your support in this way. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm really grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining me on Journey with Nicole. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure that subscribe isn't red. It has to be gray. It has to be gray. It can't be red. So thank you so much, and peace out.